somebody was testing it out on me, using people I know and shit on my phone. And of course, I was high and shit, so it was like, they need test subjects, so they be doing all kind of extra shit. Because you don't have any credibility, and people are fucking dumb. They don't realize that you're more lucid and shit, and more aware of everything that's going on around you and shit. But inconsistencies, and then of course mind control, and then fucking MK Ultra, and then whatever the fuck else. Plateau what? I don't know, I'm a Capricorn. I never plateau. What are you talking about? As long as there's something to climb, that's what the fuck I'm doing. You might plateau. You might be a plate to stand on. Perhaps a plank to dive into a deeper ocean. What you think? I didn't think so. Shut the fuck up. Anyway. Bitch. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm telling you, in a minute, you're gonna realize why they've been trying to shut my fucking channel off and been fucking ghost banning me and fucking shit all fucking muted and fucked up because I've been telling you, trying to tell you something that would.
I read this interview with
motherfucker can't do nothing with you if you listen.
Purpose.
What does that mean?
Oh shit!
I don't know. Nigga. But they also found a bunch of secret passages in his house hidden behind art. So.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm looking. Hey, I think I got something.
Meanwhile, the rest of you gonna be some scared bitches. Scared little chubby bitch.
Oh, secret stairs.
Them the motherfuckers I'd be worried about. I'm not saying that shit ain't scary. I'm gonna have to make the hard choice, and that's gonna be the fucking.
Deep.
Lots of mob bosses have secret exits.
Whoa!
Bitch! Spider-Man came for him.
Talking about it.
Built a faster elevator. Maybe
I ain't get this far by being no motherfucking.
Let's not start giving the supervillains ideas. Cool?
Hear all that noise in the atrium? Must be a hell of a training exercise today.
I know you don't want to talk. 3 people got sick after the bridge. 3! We know how dangerous Nuform is.
You knew this would be dangerous. It's the deal we made.
But if we're getting sick too?
You can't hack it, you can get out. The underground doesn't have time for weaklings.
You hearing this? Nuform is making the underground sick too.
They're so callous about it.
You moved the Nuform? Safely?
Yeah, the lab uptown.
Genki, they moved the Nuform.
We're not sure if the canister's safe. It was hot, buzzing, like it's unstable.
It's that new Spider-Man. His powers messed with the structure.
Oh yeah, I got pictures to prove that shit. There's certain shit you can't take off the internet, right? Because it's, they try to go back and clean it up like, man, there's some wicked motherfuckers out here, bro. Flat out. And they got all your IP addresses and shit, so they have it so that they can fucking, well, the AI does it, but where they can, it's per person, per IP address, per phone and shit like that. So it changes depending on who has what. They listen to everything, whoever they is. Right. I'm going to say they're fucking aliens. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say, yeah, what I discovered, and I did it quickly, was that there were government people, and then there were people on the street that looked like homeless people with book bags and shit like that, and they were fucking dispersed amongst the crowds of people and shit like that, starting shit, planting shit, stealing shit, and then you had motherfuckers that were actually under control, like literally being controlled by shit. And because my shit has always been over. See, I'm like, I didn't know how to explain a lot of this shit beforehand, but then as I got older and shit like that, of course my mind just developed further because certain traumas and shit just, it forces you to say something, or forces you to have to, wrap your mind around it enough to explain it or try to find a way of saying it, right? That's why I'm at this point where now I'm like, I'm not even talking to some goofy motherfuckers. But I still want whoever I be talking to enjoy themselves. So I'll be trying to fucking bring myself to a point where I can both communicate normally but still maintain that level of thinking because, because of vibrations and signals. At some point they drop, it's like there's like this line where and then, once you drop down to a certain vibration and has a certain line, you can no longer fucking like talk. Like, not like, you know what I mean? A lot of it is like and so on and so on and forth, which I'm pretty sure is because of the words we use, when they say words and spells. Okay. But if you understand that, then your mind is already working on them as you're saying them and shit. Like, just understand that everything you say has power to it or has words to it. You know what I'm saying? It has a, additional meaning and shit that you don't understand necessarily. That I think may be in the mind already, right? It's a program and shit, so it's all in there. Simple way to put it, without having all the, any of the real information and shit. It's like this. I start saying something, or I start saying something like this. You get unbelievably frustrated. You don't even know. You're not even questioning why the fuck you're mad, and until later on when you stop and think, like, why the fuck am I getting so angry? There you go. Right there. What the fuck am I getting mad about? I ask questions like that to myself. Like, why am I so fucking irritated? I'm like, ugh. Like, I'm mad as hell at what I'm hearing. So I must have some type of issue. Maybe I need to sage or something, or meditate. Prayer, pray, meditate. All these things. I think all these things are designed for us to access a higher point and higher state of mind to connect with higher realms, so that you can be led out of the dark, because that will be the system of control, right? But it's scary because the crossover from having something to fall back on as a childish and infantile race, and then realizing that there is nothing to fall back on per se. It is, and there ain't. Like, there, to mind you, I'm talking out of my ass though, so I want you to realize this. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you can take what I say and how I say it, however you want to, but just know that I mean what I'm saying. Sincerity is more important than any of the rest of it. Like, my man was talking to that girl, and he said on that TikTok video, and she was like, "Well, why don't men get paid why don't women get paid the same as men and shit like that?" And he was like, "I wish you were as right about what you're saying as you are passionate." You dig what I'm saying? So that's why I always question myself, and I look for the information in order to make sure that what I'm saying is accurate. But so right now, we're discussing what we're talking about is what's accurate, as far as my concerns and my feelings are towards the subjects, right? Fucking what's funny about people? They always go. In particular, this is what I run into. Damn, what school did you go? What college did you go to? None of this shit is. None of the things I say, or the way I speak isn't studied in school. It's how you're raised and shit too, and then also who you are. So it's people trying to find reasons to understand something, when I think that instead of just taking their time and thinking about what they're getting ready to say and where it's coming from, I think where it's coming from and why is very important to how it comes across and what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all telepathic beings. We're all connected emotionally and shit like that too. So when you're conveying it properly, because of the meaning and the reason behind why you're saying it is why it sounds the way it sounds. You know what I'm saying? Some people can dress it up, which is why they work really hard at hand gestures and shit like that. And, they work at all these different things to be deceptive instead of just being who they are. But, that shit shows itself one way or the other. Anyway, that's so off topic, though. I'm going to just fucking get a cup and, like, chat. Mm-hmm. We're talking and I do anything else and shit. I just don't want anyone to alter too many perceptions of me. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, right? But, fucking, it's insane, man. Yeah, so, anyway, I was going back to this. But, so, there's people, I forget who they are. Well, I don't forget who they are necessarily, but I don't remember the name exactly. But, they, are place. Then you got so many different things. You have an artificial intelligent thing that is been on place in the world a long time ago that mind controls people and shit, right, like that. And at a certain point, when you reach a certain level in the Matrix, or you reach a certain level of awareness, which happens a lot on when you're on amphetamines and like other types of just say Adderall, because it don't matter. Like it's not about that. It's about your receptors. So once that shit hits a certain level, boom, you know what I'm saying? Shit becomes activated. That's how that works. So, this is get that out the way. This, me and you talking. That shit is like, you're not fucking crazy, but those people are either not going to remember what the fuck just happened, or they're not going to tell you. So let it go. Keep it to you might as well just fucking button up. But don't act weird either. You know what I'm saying? When you questioning certain things and shit like that, just accept it for what it is. Right. Just filter that shit. I'm like, if it does anything for you, what it should do, because that's why I mean, like, people who do like sacrifices and killing people and the devil worship and all that shit, I think they're missing something. Because for me, what it does is, once I realize that people have these levels of control placed on them, right, and also could or could not be, whatever the fuck. See, it's a spirit thing too. So it's not like everybody's a vessel and shit, right? Now, okay, let's say that there is somebody sitting around fucking, dressed up like your people or dressed up like somebody and shit like that. That's cool and shit. How you gonna figure that out? You gonna fucking pull the skin off a motherfucking, don't even think that way. It's not like, so anyway, what I was saying is, if anything, what it does for me is it makes me want to take better care of the people around me. Like, it makes me like, damn, I'm like, man, listen, but it also ruins your experience, I guess, and so, well, it doesn't ruin it, it changes it. So you still get to do things and shit like that, and participate and all that shit, but it just ain't the same. You don't get to, so, but anybody who would go the opposite direction, who will become a destructive force, is either on a large ego trip, like, just beyond belief, ego trip, or foolish. Both, I think. When you're intentionally doing shit in order to, it just don't make no sense and shit. I would think they under control of something. I'm not even gonna say wicked, but that's just what that thing is and what it wants and shit. You gotta remember. It's like, look at the owl and look at the mouse. Go look at nature's metal. Food. You dig? But you think if a mouse stopped and was able to speak owl and shit, like, whoa, what the fuck? Then the owl would listen. It might become curious. It's like, and be picking at it and shit while they're talking, like, I'm going to eat you now. But thanks for the conversation. Right? Or maybe not. You are a funny molecule. It's hilarious, man. I'm a molecule. You know that, right? That's all. That's not all, but hey, man, think of viruses and what they do to cells. So, a giant can laugh at a molecule, but if it's made up of those molecules, you might want to take better care of them. Otherwise, it might have been a goddamn hospital bed. I could have made that sound better. Damn it. But yeah, no. So I found out real quick. There's all types of alien races running around and shit, right? And some of them cool, man. Some of them ain't, and some of them look alike. Like they look alike. Like they'll be like the same race and shit like that. But that motherfucker ain't cool, and this motherfucker is. You know what I'm saying? But cool in a certain manner of speaking. It's hard to explain. My thing is, this is why I'm super offended, why I be fucking getting explosive sometimes. And it's like, when it comes to people, yeah, you might be able to whoop me, I might be able to whoop you. We both can take each other out the game and all that kind of shit. But my thing is, like, that shit is so beneath me now. Before it was, too. I always felt that way. But now I'm like, I hate when I'm approached that way, in that manner. I hate when people get jealous or get all funny acting and shit because of whatever their own internal or personal insecurities and shit are, and they don't even realize how much it shows when they're talking and everything they do, and you're like, ugh, you got to move away. Now, I don't even talk about something like, man, and I don't want to be I don't want to sit around trying to fucking fix that. Not to say it's my job to, but trying to help you understand what it is you're doing without cutting into you by saying exactly what this is and shit. You know? But my shit comes in where it's like, it's ultimately these other races, some of them are disrespectful as fuck because they think you stupid. They really do. And I spent a lot of time around people and watching them and knowing, like, just looking at them like, this motherfucker's and then watching them talk and, communicate or stop and fucking, and then communicate and shit like that. And I'm listening and I'm watching and I'm like, what the fuck, Meanwhile, it's a game. It's like, it's funny. It's not funny though. But it's really up to you to not participate. That's why I get ignorant, like, in a more charismatic, comical way. I piss a motherfucker off. I can piss an alien off. I can piss a fucking alien off. Really though. I piss them all off. I'll piss you the fuck off. Motherfucker be mad, dog. But what really pisses them off? When they set traps for your ass. They set traps for you like, dark ones and shit. They'll set traps for you like, with relationships, and they'll do shit. They'll use technology to monitor. I mean, the technology makes it easy to monitor. Yeah, this shit, whatever. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but just humor me for a minute. They'll use this shit to monitor all your relationships, right, and introduce themselves into those relationships and fuck them up. There's women women on drugs and shit, and men and all that shit being passed around to some of these motherfuckers, and they're just draining their energy, fucking them, whatever the fuck you want, whatever it is that they in particular need from you energetically. That's what they're doing and shit like that. And I caught on to that shit, and I was, and they're just, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? And if I were to say, I would think that some of these motherfuckers look at Earth as a goddamn gas station. They just fill up on what it's the in and out. It's goddamn Quick Trip. They go in there and get hot dogs and shit, and then fucking get their gas and all whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like play place and shit. You know what I'm saying? But and then with the rise in the fentanyl and the amphetamines and all that shit, that I think that somebody knew exactly what it was going to do to the planet. You know what I'm saying? And it was necessary to a degree. And then somebody else who don't know who these people are, they don't think like that, so they're not really connected to that. You know what I'm saying? I would like to give the benefit of the doubt and imagine that everybody else would understand, but based off of the behaviors, I don't think so. They expected to put you to sleep, which some people it does, but ultimately you wake up, but you have to rejuvenate. I don't think that anybody has not anybody, but you have to have the mental and the fortitude and the strength to pull yourself away long enough to store all of that information and maintain the memory, and then heal, because it's scar tissue, and then perhaps remove some of the scar tissue and shit. But you got to talk to your ancestors and your guides too, though. So it's a lot of shit, man. You have no idea what I could tell you. Not to say I know anything. I'm sure I have the same experiences as some other people. Some other people have worse shit, but I'm glad that you made it back from whatever it is you was doing and all that shit. But also, or whatever it is you're doing currently, which could be anything. What I mean is spiritual. I don't mean just anything physical and shit like that. But of course that would coincide. It's like I'm trying to find the threads where all the links are. Which is why I like that forum game. I'm going to play that shit. I'm about to play forum. Hold on. I'm going to like a frog right quick. Motherfucker eye be all like, what the fuck wrong with that nigga eyes? Like, bro. It's really frustrating now, man. And I try not to be disrespectful. First of all, say a giant lizard motherfucker where they look at you and I can rip you apart. Flat out. But you want to understand that shit. But that does not stop me from being like, I don't care. Fuck, who you think you are? I don't know what that is, dog. But and then also I'm strong as hell too, though. But there's certain levels of shit. I'm not gonna get too far into that too. I might have said too much already. But yeah, man. It's just some of it just disrespectful. But these motherfuckers, they be like inappropriate. She was like inappropriate or appropriate and shit. And then you sitting there playing games. The police, man, they be like certain, just they're in society, and then they'll be doing whole shit. Like, I mean, just you know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. See, me, I'm one of those. Yes, I'm one of these fucking. Why? Well, tell me the truth. So, this and that. Well, that makes sense. Doesn't mean I'm not finna try to get out of that. I value that. I value the respect and et cetera, et cetera. That's how I talk, really. 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 5, 6, 8, 6, 8. You know what I'm saying? Man, where's Space Mountain Man? I see. That's what I mean, dog. Like, I don't know what the fuck I did, but I know what I did. But I've been having to work really fucking hard, and then I went back down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I consciously made the decision to fucking, nobody's gonna watch this anyway, but you will. I would love for you to get to know me, but over the course of time, I got so many different personalities. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, fuck Spider-Man. No, I love Spider-Man. I'm just kidding. I want to play that forum game, though. But then again, that puts me in a different mood. It's some wild shit out here, man. But I'm kind of glad that it's happening the way it's happening because a woman said to me one time, and she was like being assimilated or something. She was already what she was, which I saw her for what she was, right? But then, I was like, I would like to think. I would like to think that some people, wherever they are now and shit, have met me before, right? Or had experiences with me or had conversations with me, remember some of the things I said at the time, whatever they were doing, what they were doing, or being deceptive or whatever. And I said something to them that stood out, but didn't stood out until now. Which I have that happen too. Some people say things in there, I'll be like, holy shit, that's what they meant. So we're all on this journey together and shit. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's not one above the other and shit, no matter what race you are. It's like that. You're all in this shit together. Really though. You might have this and you might have that, but you got something that they want and you got something that they want and they got something that you want and all that kind of shit, right? You want to add those in there. But that's just clouds judgment, I think. So then I'll say certain things or like have certain looks and shit, and I'll just, this is my ego trip right now. So I'll just be looking, or like you'll say do something, and I'll look. Like, I can't even do the look right now. And I like to keep it, I like to be more like, damn, I can't do it right now. But, and then, it's just funny. But if people think about the things that they say and then realize who they're around or who they can, who they're actually talking to, or maybe not necessarily who, but the state of the person that they're talking to as far as understanding is concerned versus what they verbalize. It's in the eyes, or in their body language and shit. So like I would think that, I don't know. I mean, you can't be mad at somebody for if you're being deceptive or you're hiding who you are technically, then you can't be upset with somebody for not necessarily knowing and trying, But it's wild, man. I don't know what. Just fucking ignore me. Ignore me, bro. I don't fucking. I'll just be like, man. Oh no, she said to me, she said, the devil works for me. And I laughed. Because I caught what she was saying. I knew what she was saying at the same time. Because I know that it's an artificial intelligence. But I don't know if it's not important what I know. Or what I knew then. Or what I knew before then. Or before me. but everybody's doing this. I don't know why. I guess it's they don't have nothing else to do. But I was like, I laughed and shit, and maybe I didn't laugh and shit. I was silent actually. I laughed to myself, kind of, sort of like, but I kind of, at the same time, I was like, he's working you. It's working you though too. You know, it's funny, man. But I guess it does work for you technically if you call it the devil. Man, trying to say this shit out loud and realizing the lack of tidbits of information in between what I'm saying versus what I'm thinking, and then what other people think as far along the lines of, it doesn't matter. I got to remember that it doesn't matter. You take it the way you're supposed to take it when you're supposed to take it. But the best advice I could give you is to keep your hands to yourself. It's the best advice I could give you. Only act in defense. You know what I'm saying? You're more likely to win the fights, I think, if you happen to, you know. But if you're looking for problems and shit, I think you will find them, and where they'll come from will be you won't have no comprehension of where they come from and why it was something how overbearing it was, you know. Like, oh shit, how you got yourself in trouble, because God is in everything and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some people got the juice, man, and they ain't have to kill nobody to get it, you know? That's a bar. I see you, girl. But, yeah, anyway, I guess I'll play this now. Hold on a second.
Everyone not to touch it.
There are hideouts. Newform's gotta be in one of them.
I need a clearer picture. Then I can narrow it down.
We don't know enough about this stuff. What it is, where it came from.
My brother created Newform. Chief Chemist. And Roxxon killed him. I won't stop until Roxxon's gone. Are you with me?
You know we are.
Good. I need power. Generators, car batteries, whatever you can find. Bring them to the theater.
worked!
Okay, you do you. I'm gonna research the map you found. See what dots I can connect.
Cool. I'm gonna keep shocking guys. Think fast! You can't take out all of us!
Whoa! Is that a new move?
Man, I don't even know what I did, but it worked!
Okay, you do you. I'm gonna research the map you found. See what dots I can connect.
Cool. I'm gonna keep shocking guys.
Get down here! You won't stop us! Give up, you You'll regret messing with the underground! Spider-Man down!
Whoa! Is that a new move?
Man, I don't even know what I did, but it worked!
Okay, you do you. I'm gonna research the map you found. See what dots I can connect.
Cool. I'm gonna keep shocking guys.
Love a good fight!
That one felt good.
We can do!
Can finally check fighting a mob vault off my bucket list.
He's moving too fast! He's hurt!
I cleaned up that photo you took of the map. Looks like the underground are squatting in old Fisk construction sites.
What about a theater? Finn mentioned one.
A theater, huh? That's
Don't say it, Genki.
dramatic.
You said it.
That'd be the Gem Theater.
Sounds like that's where she hid the new form. So that's my next stop.
If you're headed to the theater, I'm all in. If you're gonna check out those underground hideouts first, I know someone who can help.
Cool. I'll add the hideouts to my to-do list and hit you up when I get to the theater.
I'll be here. Trying to figure out why Speed Nonagon keeps crashing.
Finn's not meeting the underground at the gym till later tonight. I'll probably have some time to check the app, or whatever else needs doing.
Today I have the honor of welcoming Roxxon Energy's head of R&D, Simon Krieger. Mr. Krieger, you've been out promoting the benefits of your new form reactors. Yet, you've had some critics.
Well, first off, Jonah, let me say what an honor and a pleasure it is to be on your show.
Oh, well.
You're right, Genki. Underground are everywhere.
You might say they're overground?
Keep working on that one. Barrier's electrified. Ow! And not friendly.
Your suit says that was 300 kilojoules. How is that just ow?
Benefits of bioelectricity, I guess. Power can be supplied all locally.
Organized. Always fighting to survive. This is better.
Yeah. People respect us now.
Now we got Spider-Man and Roxxon against us. Don't know if we can survive it.
We can, long as we keep following home.
Knew I could do it. Another win for Spider-Man.
Any sign of the power source?
Several. Bet these cables lead the way.
Electrified barrier is next level. Maybe they got nervous after someone infiltrated Fisk Tower.
Who do that?
James, any updates? Anyone see James? Someone check on him.
I'll check around.
Another one bites the dust. All right, drained it. Feeling good. Now for for the others. I like your new place. Is there a phantom anywhere? Better watch it. Actually, you take this!
Hey, you seen Finn's friend since she showed him around Fisk Tower? What was his name? Mike?
Probably.
Keep on it! Got hands?
He could never have won this.
You're not gonna get me that easy!
Fighting us was a big mistake!
Get us down here! He's hurt!
He did it!
Spider-Man's finished.
Never mind.
You're not gonna get me that easy!
Peace out.
Can't fight us without He's cutting through us!
Here. Yes. Heads up! Got something for you!
I'll show you what we can do!
Who called that we were here?
Don't let him near the new form! Take this!
Oh shit! Was that music the whole time I was talking? Oh boy. Well, you know what? You better find a fucking lip reader.
The underground!
Oh well. Oh well. Did I mute that and then unmute it? Yeah, you gotta find somebody that can read lips, man. I guess I could say it again, but then it might scare you. And it won't be heartfelt.
It's that new Spider-Man! Get him!
Hey, man. Better be like, vaporize his friend. You know what I mean. Think Buffy the Vampire Slayer. No, Blade 2.
Got him. And now I gotta drain that generator. If you give me the new form, we can skip this part.
Oh yeah, you heard the first part of what I said. Well, good. I knew that before I went to the bathroom, right? But then I said some other shit. Oh yeah, I was talking about the girl. She was like, and I said something about Kendall Jenner. I don't know if that was a real person. Like, yeah. Oh, and Ashanti. And then drool formed in my mouth, but it wasn't like synchronized with Ashanti. For some reason, I was drooling at the same time. Unless my subconscious mind really, really likes her. Once, you mean? Who are you? I'm you. From another time. Another time? Yeah, another time. Perhaps. Oh yeah, don't tell anybody I said that. Said what? Who told you that?
With you on the floor!
I don't doubt it. Oh yeah, I was talking about being a fucking a Japanese anime character. Ha 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 ha. Shit's funny. Where is he? Fuck your generator.
Here!
Oh yeah? Ah! Oh, I tell you about you were crazy? Yeah, I told you you were crazy. Oh, and yeah. Simon Kruger is Eminem. Or Krieger. That's his personality. That shit's funny. So imagine him saying all the shit that he would be fucking hilarious. It would be funny to me, he says. Eminem psychic as fuck. Oh, did I tell you that he is Eminem is COVID spreading across the globe? Gonna turn every fucking body into Eminem clones. It was not by his choice. Damn, man. Sucks. She's winding up. Oh my God.
Alka-Seltzer Pigeon Man.
Grab one of your friends and take your best shot. Oh. Ah! Oh, I tried. Oh, I did almost. You wouldn't shoot a man holding a man with glasses, would you? You first.
More underground. Soon to be no more generator. Be one more.
That did it. Barrier's fresh out of power.
And primed for smashing.
That was the way to the main auditorium.
Yeah.
Oops. Maybe there's a staircase. Or an elevator.
Somebody else in there.
Like that elevator. If I can lift it.
Hey man, I'm thinking. What if you told Finn you're Spider-Man?
Yo, Finn. Not only did I lie about joining your club, but I'm also the guy trying to stop you.
Okay, yeah. We can work on the delivery.
Yankees got a point, Pete. I mean, the Miles.
Silo looks promising.
Really feeling like my gaming rig is underpowered right now.
Yeah. Finn's going full supervillain layer here. Are you seeing this giant armor container, Finn?
Totally not suspicious. Think the new form's in there?
I got a hunch, yeah. Yeah, new form. Container's got cables running away from it. No wonder. That's one. Need to power the others. So why do you think I should tell Finn I'm Spider-Man? Don't you think she might react?
There's spider
badly?
carnage.
Let's make a pros and cons list. Pro. She's your best friend. Besides me.
Con, she's a tinkerer.
Pro. Talking to her is
That would be
easier than
awesome.
sneaking around behind her back.
Con,
I cry.
the other Spider-Man was super clear. Don't tell anyone.
Of course, I'd be
who
Miles
you are.
Morales. I'd have to be there to
Told
stop him.
me. Maybe if she knows it's you she's fighting, she'll rethink the whole tinkerer thing.
Maybe you're right.
Or Wolverine. You know, me and Andrew Garfield, which would be my Spider-Man, would be like, you know, well, Tobey Maguire would tell me to be my Spider-Man, but, you know, for the sake of argument and shit, I'm happy for him.
No one's here. I could look around some.
I'm glad.
Rick's invention. Krieger doesn't understand Nuform well enough to make more, but Finn does. She mapped out how its reactivity works.
Why that appeared to be like that to me before, I don't, well, I will understand, I believe. Well, I understand mostly. You're a strange one. You're a mean one.
Cable's looking...
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Probably worth following.
I don't know what happened to my voice, but it's rough right now. It's got a bit of a raspiness to it right now. I don't want to believe I was yelling at anybody, but then again, I might not be able to remember.
Finn's feeding Roxxon bad intel so they don't get close to her or the new foreman. She's good.
This is a studio in the future. They're using all these parts to make different sounds and make they got tape recorders, phone buttons, boop, 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 and all that shit. Because they got to start from the beginning because this is like Terminator Salvation or fucking 12 Monkeys. Yeah, 12 Monkeys was my first thought. They got a 12 Monkeys show, right? I gotta watch that shit, man. I gotta watch that fucking show.
Powering the generators
Costume
like a
freak.
on Finn's rig.
You're a costume freak, aren't you? How'd you figure? Okay. Oversaturation. That's good, though, because it's going to make the targeted individual shit more obvious to a lot of people. You can see what you're doing there. All right, well, let's see here. All right. T.I.
I bet my suit could find the generators.
What headset? You cannot use the auto device you just connected while using the VR headset. If you are using the VR headset, you can use only headphones that are connected to the stereo headphone jack of a VR headset and the built-in microphone of the VR headset. You can enjoy 3D audio. I don't have a headset. See what I mean? Who in the fuck? Anyway. Man, oh man. Okay. All right.
I should check the nosebleed
Don't look at my
seats.
hands. Don't look at me! It's like trying to fucking... Thank God nobody's paying any attention to me. No, it's not
Haven't
true.
looked backstage.
It's not true at all. Yeah, nigga, we didn't give me the opportunity to.
There's a generator back here, but these backdrops are in the way.
Don't theaters usually have pulleys or something to move those?
Let's see. Nice. Clear line of sight to the generator. All right, that's two. Hope this is a good idea.
What's the worst that could happen?
Says the guy 30 blocks away.
Shit.
Drywall's falling apart. R.I.P. drywall.
Wet blast.
Finn's been making new weapons to deal with me. Guess she told the rest of the underground to keep tabs.
Daredevil.
Three down. One to go. Can't make a direct connection. Might be able to use that relay node to run a daisy chain. Sounds promising. Gotta check that supercomputer.
And what kind of computer you were running?
Alright, what are you up to, Finn? Finn's pumping energy into the new form, making it unstable like my venom did.
Which exploded the bridge. So, what? Does she want to blow up the theater?
Not the theater. Roxxon Plaza.
Whoa, what? That's... how could she...
It's not open yet, so there'll be no casualties. But I can't let her do this. I'm taking the new form. Come on.
No, yeah. No, yeah, I gotta say that part because, okay, so, the deep fake shit. Okay, so, it's showing that shit now, but yo, somebody's been using that shit for, like, diabolical purposes this whole time, ahead of time. But, it's usually used on, like I said, either high on something or drunk or in, usually some state of, you know, or whatever the fuck, because you got to be able to write it off and shit like that. But that shit fucks people up sometimes, man. I mean, like, some people will fucking act on all of that shit. Like, you know, that's so, like, I'm not going to use too many instances, but, like, when motherfuckers go and create somebody playing games with the... Okay, if we're not going to... Let's say you don't believe in fucking extraterrestrial shit, right? Which, at this point, you'd be a moron. Fuck you. You're an idiot. Like, so, I can't... but... Let's just say it's a foreign entity, company, or a fucking country. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do that, because, you know, that's what y'all do. What if all of the different governments and different countries are looking at each other, spying on each other, thinking that they're spying on each other and stuff, which is why they spend more time spying than anything else, because they're all paranoid, because they don't know who's watching them. They just know that somebody's watching them, but they couldn't put it together that well. You know what I'm saying? And it's like somebody else is pulling the strings on everybody, trying to get everybody to go to war, just to, you know, it's just like, it's like a sweeping. It's like cleaning up all the really strong people and shit that would be necessary that could actually protect the planet, like Superman dying, right? All of those motherfuckers, just send them all to war, kill off a whole bunch of them, and then just swoop in as a savior or some shit, you know, in order to get really grounded and really get in there, you know, and then just consume everything. I mean, I don't mean necessarily eating. Let's say, well, I mean, I'm sure that would be a part of it if you were fucking, but I mean, like, just, you know, consume the planet, just because it would be more simple. Because all the intelligent motherfuckers that were able to use that intelligence to do all the other shit didn't have time to do all the creative shit. They had to go to war because they were the only people that could fucking, you know, and they all died because nigga, war is horrible. So, you know, but hopefully everybody's monitoring themselves more closely now, man. I mean, because motherfuckers is losing their minds and doing dumb shit and killing each other. But, like, I got to watch the news more in order to know. I don't feel it. I feel like people are becoming more intelligent overall. you have small groups of people who are still working off of the. See, I want to say reptilian brain, but I feel like that's a lie too. Like, because reptiles are intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Now maybe the factors and the reasons behind, maybe motivations. So I guess if they want to say that, you know, but I just be like, dog. But also, I know that people are fucking retarded because, me included, because I feel my own temperament. Like, it'd be simple shit. Like, you'll say something, or, you know, but it's like the reason behind why I'm upset is more so like, I don't know, man. It's hard. It's hard, dog. Like, you know, I have to be more and more passive, man. I'm trying to learn to be more fucking passive. Fucking let shit go. It's hard though. You know, that has nothing to do with what I was talking about. Well, it has a lot to do with it, actually, but yeah, man. People exist like existing that way. That's a part of the human. It's a part of humanity that's finna be Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? That element of us is going to be gone soon. But I mean, how? But you got to kind of like work it out of yourself. It has to be fucking, you know, wrenched out and shit for how it was inserted. You know, especially since it becomes a part of the mind, all of that shit. Because, you know, at some point you don't even realize that it's there. Ego and all that shit. It's like a thing. In order to pull it out. Once you pull it out, you're like, what the fuck? How did I not see this before? But that motherfucker's all of it. That shadow entity shit. That shit is aggressive and sneaky, slippery, and it acclimates, like customizes itself and shit. So the more it learns, stuff like you, the harder it is to remove. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I guess integration would be necessary at some point. I mean, I guess in order to make sound decisions. Maybe. I don't know. It's just a thought. Hopefully that made sense. If you know what I'm talking about, that made perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure we could have a conversation about that. But, yeah, shadow selves and all that kind of shit. Watch Midnight Gospel, man. I know I keep saying that shit, but that shit's dope. You gotta watch that shit, man. If you're late. You know, I gotta watch some other stuff. Somebody make some suggestions for me. Because people don't actually talk to me. I know I'm probably hard to talk to. You know, I'm actually not. But maybe before, if you call me up like 2 years ago or something, like when I first started doing this shit, nigga, you couldn't say nothing to me. I'm like, what the fuck you mean by that? What? You know? But then people, you know, they have those energies about them and shit like that where they become irritable. Like, okay, like the one guy was playing with his I guess his nephews or something like that. They must like me or something when I played, Predator. And then he obviously was somebody that watches me Twitch, but he had a very irritable energy about him. Yeah, I don't watch you at all. But then he wanted to more mimic me and mock me at the same time. Like, he don't know how I whoop that ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's where I go with it. Like, bro, what you doing? Like, what's all of that? That shit ain't funny. But I gotta be passive about that shit too. It's like antagonistic. Nigga, don't ever do that. Don't do that with me. I know that shit sound like a good idea. So I don't even want to flex. That's not. Don't do that shit, man. Like, don't even do that. We can have a regular conversation. But like, I can't stand when people do that shit. How many people on a regular basis who do weird shit like that? I don't know what it is about me that makes motherfuckers. I barely speak. I'm like, oh, you know, when I go back to what I'm doing, it's like that. But when I do speak or something like that, it's like some motherfuckers be on some. Man, look. I see my hands like, dog. Look here. Look. Can't, man. So I try not to talk to them. I'm like, I don't want to talk to them, motherfucker. You know, everybody gonna be on different pages. Like, I'm like, man, y'all can keep that shit, dog. Whatever all that shit is, man. It's, you know, it's so fucking crazy. It's so crazy. Oh, shit. Let me shut the fuck up.
Spread out. He's here somewhere.
Are you ready to scrap?
I need to get the new form. After I deal with her glow stick on me.
That powers blow the door open. What up?
Just to put it out there.
I shut down Fisk Tower, and I'll shut you down here. Actually, you take this.
Oh, yeah. Somebody say something about some titties. I'm trying to tell you, man. Don't do that. I'll get in there. I'll get all up in there.
What if Finn's
You
right?
want to be funny?
And this is the best way
I'll get all up in there.
Try and dive this!
And it repeats itself over and over again.
You're dead!
You'll find out the hard way. The easy way.
Got something for you!
Just to put it out there.
I'm glad my fucking hearing's getting better
This
though.
is the best way to beat Roxxon.
Finn's not just talking about throwing a rock.
Doing something right. Ignore the pitfalls. Ignore the pitfalls.
He's following us here!
Stay away from that brig, Spider-Man!
Just to put it out there.
You might be a pitfall.
You can't stop us!
Is that you?
You're not so tough!
Gather around, folks. Gather around. See, it'd be sweeter if they actually just swung a goddamn sword around all those people. We should have cut them down too.
Just to put it out there. What if Finn's right? And this is the best way to beat Roxxon.
Oh no. It will be mine. Oh yes. It will be mine.
Just to put it out there, what if Finn's right? And this is the best...
Fighting us was a big mistake!
Got hands?
All of us!
Got something for you!
Where's Jackie Chan when you need him? There he is.
Stop you next time!
Oh, I might need that now. Me? Little old me? Man, I gotta pee. I have to... Okay.
Just to put it out there, what...
Who told him we were here? Fighting us was a big mistake! We have to take him out! Go on up! Stay down!
You're my finisher, go. Boom, 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 boom. You know niggas be ripping my videos off. Come on. Somebody somewhere got a good copy of that shit. Somewhere. No? They need some watermarks on these bitches. Anyway, but look, every time they do it, they're like, nigga, I want to see you play like that shit right now. Live. Hell no. Well, I might as well not even do it. Folks in this is a foreign country. They'll never know. They will. You niggas always checking your card and shit. Oh, okay. Okay, that's better.
This yours?
What the? This is really a kung fu game, you know that, right? I like doing this shit though, look. like to slow it down and pep, 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 pep. And it's like the beat goes with it.
Just to put it out there.
Let me show you.
What
Let me show you. Let me draw your attention to it and then show you.
Lay this guy out before he gets the new force!
It's gonna cost you.
Show you what we can do!
Even Spider-Man can't stop us!
Just to put it out there.
Blowing up the plaza? That's your plan? It's a terrible plan.
Get him on the ground!
Oh, you sound mad, babe.
Finish him off!
¿Este es tuyo?
You can't take out...
Tinker is gonna stop you this time! Let me touch you!
I missed.
How many spider people are there? Get him down here! Regret that!
Oh, nigga, you a hoe for that. So when he says electric shock, dude, that makes sense though. I do not like the word nigga. That pissed him off, and he had a few extra power points for that shit momentarily pissed off boost. Oh, ho, ho.
Got hands? Catch!
Look out! Stop the underground!
Stay strong! He's in the air! This is gonna work!
You're telling me.
They're not getting near the new form! Keep going!
You mean to tell me if you can hack a game and get in here and beat one of these guys, you wouldn't want to fucking fight Spider-Man? Fight me as Spider-Man? You don't think this hacker's smart enough to get in there and play this game? I mean, they're not in here right now, I don't think. There's somebody in there, maybe. I don't think this is AI. That might be a person. You gotta be a gamer to be able to tell the difference. A real gamer. Yeah.
He got one of us! He followed us here! This yours? Grounded!
We have to take him out!
Nobody. I figured it out. But you got your own problems.
Watch it! He's throwing something!
No, dog.
Think fast! That's what you get!
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah!
Just to put it out there.
Pay for that! Lay this guy out before he gets the new form!
Already got the new form. What?
Watch out!
Gather around, Cliff. Gather around.
Got something for you!
Real Spider-Man!
Okay. Next time then. I guess like and subscribe and follow and stuff. And actually chat. Say something in the fucking comment section. You know, I'll actually talk back. And that rhymed.
Just to put it out there. What if Finn's right? And this is the best way to beat Roxxon?
Finn's not just talking about throwing a rock through a window. She wants to blow up a building on my block. If any part of her plan goes wrong, people will get hurt. I can't let her take that chance.
You're right. Let's get that new form out of here.